What's up, Legionnaires and Boysionettes? I'm going to be giving you guys my quick review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, and this will be a spoiler review, so that is your warning if you're not all caught up if you're not all caught up yet on the show. So yeah, this will be a spoiler review, so that is your warning. So before we get started, I wanted to apologize for not reacting to any of the second half of this season. My motivation for recording and editing those reaction videos all together has been really short-circuiting, and I just got too comfortable with the hiatus, when it had its mid-season break. So I apologize for that, but I at least am giving you guys my review and my thoughts on this whole season, all together overall. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am not going to mention episode by episode, but I will mention key moments that stood out to me. So, yeah, first I gotta start off with Morgan coming into the show. I mean, it just really feels like when that happened, it felt like that this show does share the same universe with The Walking Dead. It does. That's where it, for the first time for me at least, where it felt like it's a Walking Dead shared universe. And I mean, the first 3 seasons were good on their own. I mean, it was its own show, and it still kind of is, but now it feels like, now it's really, full circle now. It really does feel like a shared universe, like where Morgan's here, and then he mentions to these, new characters about Alexandria and the kingdom and all that stuff. I mean, that's all awesome. I mean, it just gave me goosebumps. I mean, every time that they would mention, oh, this happened on the other show, this is on the other show, and not to mention the cameos that we've had in the show, in the season premiere, like first Jesus, and then Carol, and then Rick. Like, wow, I did not expect to see Rick, appear in this show. I mean, even though it was a quick cameo, and it makes sense with him because him and Morgan have history, and I was really glad when they did that. I mean, that was totally unexpected. It was a very pleasant surprise. And then another thing that this season has done really well is when they introduced a whole lot of new characters. Like, not to mention John Dory. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about him prior to when the season premiere aired, but when it got to the first 5 minutes and then it's just him talking to himself and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I love this guy already. I love this guy already. And not to mention Althea, I mean, I love her too. And I love almost every new character that was introduced into the show. Even the characters in the second half. But I have to say, the villains in the first half of the season, much like the villains in the previous seasons, were pretty underwhelming for me. I mean, the Vultures were not underwhelming, but their leader, however, Mel, I mean, I don't know. I felt no intimidation from him. I mean, he just didn't cut it for me. I cannot picture myself following him in the zombie apocalypse. I just can't. I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize if you think he's a great villain or great character or whatever, but no. But, and then I did like how it cut from the present to the flashback to the present to the present, and then it makes us wonder one main question: where the fuck is Madison Clark? And then as it's going on, maybe she's dead, maybe she's captured by the Vultures. She can't be dead. That would be too obvious. And then that's what happened. She sacrificed herself. I mean, I guess it's not too much of a bullshit send-off, but the fact that they decided to kill her off at all was just total bullshit. Total bullshit. I mean, Nick, I'm not gonna bash the show on that because that's what Frank Delaney wanted. So, but with Madison, what the fuck? But the second half was actually pretty good. We were introduced to more new characters that I actually ended up liking. I didn't think I was going to, and a better villain than Mel. And then her name is Martha. Sorry, Batman v Superman reference. But yeah, I mean, she creeped me the fuck out. She really did. I'm like, whoa. I mean, fucking crazy. Oh man. And then it's like she's like almost like a split image of what of the darker side of Morgan. You know what I mean? Like of how he was when when he needs to clear. You know what I mean? So, and then, but yeah, I mean, I have to say, I mean, this season is probably, my favorite season of Fear the Walking Dead by far. I mean, the first season I thought was done well. Season 2 was okay, and season 3 did have its moments. It was decent, but this season right here felt solid to me. They're not calling them the infected anymore. It really hit a nerve whenever said we have another infected, the infected, the infected. I'm like, you're all infected. Come up with another name, please. So I'm glad that they're calling them walkers now, and then the walkers look more decayed, and it's like up to like, I'm just glad they did that time jump, even though I was like, wait a minute, I kind of want to know what happens after how season 3 ended, and then we did this time jump, and I'm like, okay, all is forgiven. I'm fine with this. But I have to say, with the season finale though, the season finale was not as good as the season 3 finale. I don't know. The season 4 finale didn't really hit me anywhere. I mean, it didn't make me that afraid for the characters, like when they were in dire situations, even though I did want them to be okay, but still, like, could have been better. And it might leave an opening for another good season, but I don't feel any kind of vibes, like, oh wow, I can't wait for season 5. But I am going to be watching season 5 regardless. But with that all being said, season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead gets 3 chair spins out of 5 because they had to go and kill off Madison. And you would have gotten 4 chair spins out of 5 if you didn't do that. But here goes to 3 chair spins. 1, 2, 3 chair spins. Now, in this coming Sunday is going to be the beginning of the last episodes of Rick Grimes for On the Walking Dead. Like, what the fuck? And then I do like how Morgan was attempting to try to get them back to Alexandria, and I'm like, I don't see them making it there. I just don't see it. I don't know. So, I mean, I knew that they were not going to make it there, at least not this soon, even though I did want them to, but I knew it was not going to happen. But, oh well, we'll see what season 5 brings. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review for this season of Fear the Walking Dead, make sure you thumb up the video and click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and click the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys when I react to The Walking Dead season 9. So until then, peace out, y'all.